Here at the Djibo Camon site in the far southeast corner of Abidjan, construction is happening illegally.
Ils ont vendu, hein? Si vous voyez ça comme ça, c'est qu'ils ont vendu.
These two men thought they had found a bargain. In 2013, they bought a small piece of land for the equivalent of €8,000. But while the land belongs to them, they have been unable to develop it. They claim they were squeezed out by a local gang who took over the site.
Oui, vous voyez que c'est récent, vous voyez le cordeau là. Vous voyez le cordeau? À peine hier. Ça c'est hier.
Some 4,000 buyers at the Djibo Camon site say they have been robbed of their property. This morning, dozens of them came together to assess the situation. They all possess ACDs, the term for a property title.
Nous avons nos ACD. On vient nous interdire même de creuser. On envoie des manœuvres pour travailler, c'est des maquettes, c'est des injures.
Today, workers that he never contracted are building a wall on his piece of land. Our presence doesn't go unnoticed. With threatening individuals pushing us to leave the site, the owners are sick of the situation.
Every day, the squatters say that they consider our ACDs, which we have with us, as toilet paper, because whether it's at the level of the police station or even at the ministerial level, they have everyone in their pocket. We can't do anything against them.
The landowners accuse the police and civil servants at the construction ministry of having been paid off. Facing these serious allegations, the Minister of Construction himself has asked the owners to show proof.
Corruption? That means there must be corrupted and corrupting parties. Am I right? How can we tell if we are not between the two? Let us know. Give us the information, and we will sanction those in the wrong. We have never had any information about this.
Bruno Kone says the situation will ultimately fall on the side of the dispossessed owners.
For us, the Ministry of Construction, the ownership titles in question continue to be 100% valid. I have said it many times, for those who take the risk to construct there, don't come crying to the ministry tomorrow, because it is truly a personal risk that they are taking.
While waiting, the dispossessed landowners of Djibo Camon are unable to do anything with the property. Corruption is a part of daily life in Ivory Coast. It ranges from offering the policeman a small cup of coffee, as the local expression goes, to greasing the palm of civil servants to be granted access to simple administrative documents. Ivory Coast ranks low in NGO Transparency International's Index of Perceived Corruption, 106th out of the 180 countries being monitored.
Around 40% of the Ivorian population estimate that corruption is increasing year on year. That suggests that the measures taken by the state to fight against corruption have barely given the desired results.
As this survey shows, police and gendarmes are perceived as being the most corrupt figures in the country. Their transgressions are rarely punished, except here at the military tribunal of Abidjan, where law enforcement officers accused of racketeering sometimes face judgment.
Bonjour, mesdames, messieurs. L'audience tribunal militaire ce jour est ouverte, veuillez vous asseoir.
The policeman in the dock today is accused of having accepted a bribe from someone. In return, he was expected to guarantee this person a place in the police academy. Despite the payment being made, the hopeful recruit didn't pass the entrance exam.
Face à ce constat d'échec, les parents désemparés sont alors tournés vers la justice pour porter plainte contre. Monsieur le Président, entendu donc en enquête préliminaire par les enquêteurs, il a reconnu sans embâche le fait qu'il était retouché.
A few minutes later, the judgment is passed. The officer is sentenced to 2 years in prison. Every Friday, there are several trials like this one, but the convictions represent mere drops in the ocean of corruption. In 10 years, only 413 racketeering cases have been processed. But the government commissaire, which is the equivalent role to prosecutor, says no cases are being swept aside.
I have never received a case that the minister refused to proceed with. People should know this. Wherever they are, we're going to fight these racketeers to the very end, to the full extent of the law.
The military tribunal is the only court of its kind in Ivory Coast. Re-elected in October last year, President Ouattara promised to make the fight against corruption one of his priorities for the third term. A ministry was specially created to tackle the problem, but so far no concrete measures have been put in place.